Hey guys, it's me Arthur, and you're watching How to Draw Creepy Creatures. Now, actually got a request from Julian Martinez to do a a gingerbread man. However, because this is a show about monsters and folklore, I kind of wanted to do a little bit more research, and I came across some interesting facts that I want to share with you guys. Okay, so the gingerbread man as a sentient being, like the one that dances around, very popular in pop culture, especially due to the movies like Shrek and Brothers Grimm. That comes from the story of the Gingerbread Man, which is an English folk tale that became popular around 1875, which involves a gingerbread man who runs away from an old woman's oven and goes on this series of adventures where he's trying to avoid being eaten, but at the end of the story, he's eaten by a fox. And I mean, it seems like a pretty simple story, but it actually has some interesting origins. First of all, gingerbread men as we know them, like the shape and material that's often used to make them, were first introduced in the court of Queen Elizabeth I, and they were made with very elaborate decorations made to look like various guests and dignitaries that she was hosting at the time. Also, the idea of a living gingerbread cookie has some origins in folklore. For instance, in Slavic countries, there's something called a kobolak, which is believed to be a food item that comes to life and is often portrayed as either bread or some type of cookie. And it gets revenge on the people who made it by eating them, and then it eats the entire village. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it keeps eating. And eventually, at the end of these stories, a hero has to come along and slit its stomach open so that everybody that ate can escape. It's actually a very common theme. Living food items, particularly cookies in the shape of human beings, it's a very reoccurring theme that's found in many cultures. In fact, it's been compared to the Golem legends, which is about molding clay into a human shape and having it come to life. It's kind of like the idea of your food getting revenge on you. It's it's very common. In fact, I think it's in if I'm getting this wrong, please correct me in the comments, but I think in Caribbean folklore they have a belief about watermelons and pumpkins coming to life and eating people. So it wasn't exclusively reserved to baked goods. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
I got the basic skeletal structure. It's not going to be very muscular, it's going to be more blobby because it's supposed to look like somebody baked it, so keep that in mind.
I can tell you what Christmas is
Alright,
all
let's
about.
erase some of this and get into the finer details.
Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
Alright, let's do some of the shading
Who
then.
knows what
Where's
Christmas
this
is all
first?
about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Alright, now let's fill in some of those details that might have gotten lost during shading.
Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Alright, sign off with your artist mark. And you have just drawn a Kobolak, or Evil Gingerbread Man. Alright, like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I'm going to be wrapping up December with Christmas creatures, so as we're getting into January, I'm trying to come up with some new ideas about what kind of theme I want to do with the creatures, so any suggestions you can leave in the comments would be absolutely great. Also, I have a Patreon page that you can find the link to in the description, and also my email address. And anybody who finished a lesson on the show and you would like to show off your artwork, you can send it to me at my email, and as long as you give me permission, I'll show it off in the show with your name so everybody knows that you did it. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Belated Merry Christmas, and goodbye.